the molecule that works in the background. Before any warning sign makes sense, it helps to appreciate what vitamin B12 actually does, because it is one of the quiet marvels of human biology. It is the largest and most structurally complex of all the vitamins, built around one single atom of the metal cobalt, and your body cannot manufacture even a single molecule of it on its own. Everything you have of it was borrowed, molecule by molecule, from the food on your plate. And yet B12 is so precious that the body refuses to waste it. Your liver stores a reserve large enough to last 3 to 5 years, drawing on it slowly and quietly whenever the incoming supply runs thin. That reserve is a gift and a disguise at the same time. It means a shortage reveals itself gently, one small sign at a time, rather than striking all at once. And that slow unveiling is exactly what makes this subject worth understanding, because a body that warns you softly is a body that is giving you time. Learning to read those early signals is one of the quietest, most useful superpowers a person can have. The first whisper: fatigue and pale skin. The earliest sign is usually the one people trust the least, because everyone is tired. But the tiredness of B12 deficiency has a particular character. It is a deep, oxygen-starved exhaustion that a full night of sleep does not repair, and it often comes with a paleness, sometimes even a faint lemon-yellow tint in the skin. The reason is elegant once you see it. B12 is essential for building red blood cells, the cells that carry oxygen to every corner of you. When it runs short, the body still tries, but the cells it produces come out oversized, fragile, and too few, a condition called Megaloblastic anemia. Your blood begins carrying less oxygen with every beat, and the body, sensibly, slows you down to cope. Far from being a flaw, this fatigue is your body's honest report that something upstream needs attention. It is the kind of message that is easy to dismiss for years, and just as easy to answer once you finally recognize what it is really saying. The tongue. That tells the truth. Of all the signs, the tongue may be the most striking because it is one you can actually see in a mirror. In deficiency, it can turn smooth, glossy, and swollen, losing its normal texture and taking on a deep, sore, reddened look that doctors describe as a beefy tongue. Small mouth ulcers may come and go alongside it, appearing and healing in a rhythm that can feel mysterious until you understand the cause. This happens because the lining of the mouth, like the blood, is made of fast-dividing cells that depend on B12 to renew themselves cleanly. When the vitamin is scarce, the tissues that regenerate the quickest are simply the first to show it. It is a remarkable piece of feedback, an internal shortage written plainly on a surface you can check yourself if you only know to look. The heart that works a little harder. Because the shortage begins in the blood, the heart is often quietly pulled into the story too, and its signs are easy to mistake for simple unfitness. Stares that never used to trouble you leave you breathless. The heart may race or pound at rest, or flutter in a way you suddenly notice. A wave of lightheadedness can arrive when you stand too quickly, and the hands and feet may stay cold no matter the weather. None of this is the heart itself failing. It is a healthy heart doing exactly the right thing, beating faster and working harder in order to move thinner, oxygen-poor blood around the body and keep every organ supplied. Seen that way, even these unsettling signs are reassuring because they are proof of a body compensating intelligently for a gap it cannot yet close on its own. The fog that can lift. Again. B12 also touches the mind, and this is where the story turns genuinely hopeful. A shortage can bring a mental fog, a slipping of memory, a word that will not come, a mood that flattens into low gray heaviness for no reason the person can name. In older adults, it can go deeper still, sometimes mimicking the early picture of dementia so closely that it is mistaken for it. And here is the beautiful part. Unlike true dementia, this fog is often reversible, because B12 helps build the chemical messengers that carry thought and regulate emotion. Restoring the vitamin can, in many cases, restore the clarity along with it. A mind that seemed to be fading can quietly return, sometimes remarkably, once the missing vitamin is replaced. That single fact makes this one of the most rewarding signs in all of medicine to notice early, because what looks like loss is often just a shortage wearing a frightening costume. The tingling at the edges. As a shortage deepens, it begins to speak through the nerves, and it starts at the very tips of you. A tingling, a pins and needles sensation in the fingers and the toes, often on both sides at once, often most noticeable in the quiet of night. It can shade into numbness or a faint buzzing that others cannot see. This happens because B12 maintains myelin, the smooth protective sheath wrapped around your nerves that lets their signals travel cleanly. As the insulation thins, the signals flicker, and the body reports it honestly at its furthest edges first. Understood in time, this is not a verdict but an invitation, the nervous system asking, early and politely, for the one thing it is missing. Answer that invitation, and the edges can quiet down again, the buzzing fading as the insulation is slowly restored. The body that finds its balance again. One of the most fascinating signs involves balance. Some people notice a new unsteadiness, a slight sway, a need to reach for a wall, and it grows more noticeable in the dark or with the eyes closed. The reason is quietly astonishing. Your body has a hidden sixth sense called proprioception, an unconscious map of where your limbs are in space, and it runs along the same nerves B12 protects. When those pathways dim, the map grows faint, and the eyes must gently step in to do the balancing that the nerves once handled all on their own. It is a vivid reminder of how much silent, effortless work your body does every second, work you never once have to think about until a gentle sign invites you to. And caught early, as these signs so often can be, the pathways can recover, and the map can be redrawn, the sureness returning to your step as quietly as it first left. Why one shortage touches. So much step back and a single elegant logic explains the whole scattered list. B12 has essentially two great jobs, and every sign flows from one of them. The first is protecting myelin, the insulation on your nerves, which explains the tingling, the numbness, and the shifting sense of balance. The second is helping build DNA, the blueprint every new cell needs to divide correctly, which explains the tired blood, the pale skin, and the tender tongue, all of them tissues that renew at speed. There is even a third, quieter role. B12 helps clear a compound called homocysteine from the blood, keeping the vessels and the nervous system in good order. So the signs were never random, and they were never a collection of separate problems. They are a single shortage echoing through every system that depends on fast renewal and healthy nerves, which is to say, nearly all of you. Once you see that one thread running through them, the whole scattered picture suddenly makes calm, orderly, reassuring sense. Why the reserve runs low. Understanding where B12 comes from turns worry into simple awareness. Unlike most vitamins, it is found almost entirely in animal foods, which places certain people gently at risk through no fault of their own. Those who follow strict vegan or vegetarian diets sit near the front, since plants do not reliably supply it, though this is easily and cheaply solved once it is known. But intake is only half the picture, because B12 is famously particular about how it is absorbed. It needs a special escort protein made in the stomach, called intrinsic factor, to carry it into the body. As people age, they naturally make less of it, which is why deficiency rises so steeply in later years even among those who eat plenty. A few common medications for reflux and for blood sugar can quietly reduce absorption too. There is also a specific condition called pernicious anemia, in which the body stops making that escort protein altogether, so that even a rich diet cannot get the vitamin in. None of this is cause for alarm. It is simply a map of who benefits most from paying a little attention, and almost everyone on it has a clear and manageable path forward. The easiest fix in medicine. Here is the part that should leave you genuinely reassured, because for most people this is one of the most correctable conditions there is. When the cause is simply diet, food refills the tank beautifully. The richest sources are almost extravagant. Shellfish, especially clams, carry astonishing amounts, and liver is denser still. From there, the everyday options are dependable and familiar. Fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines, eggs, red meat, milk, and cheese. Foods most people already have within easy reach. For those who avoid animal products, fortified cereals and plant milks, along with a simple supplement, close the gap completely. And when the issue is absorption rather than intake, medicine has an easy answer too, in the form of high-dose tablets or occasional injections that deliver B12 straight past the obstacle. One gentle note of wisdom belongs here. Because folic acid can hide the blood signs while leaving the nerves unaddressed, the smart move is never to guess. A single, inexpensive blood test tells you nearly everything you need to know, turning what might feel like uncertainty into a clear, calm answer you can act on the very same week. The body was speaking all along. Look back across every sign and a warm, almost comforting pattern appears. The fatigue, the pale skin, the tender tongue, the fog, the tingling, the search for balance. None of them are your body failing you. They are your body protecting you, spending down a hidden reserve for years, and then, as it gradually thins, sending up a series of small but honest flares in the only language it has ever known how to speak. That is not a frightening design at all. It is a remarkably generous one. It gives you time, it gives you signs you can read, and it points toward a fix so simple and so ordinary that recognizing it tends to bring more relief than worry. Your body kept a candle burning quietly on your behalf for years, asking for nothing, protecting you without a word. The kindest, happiest thing you can do in return is learn to notice the light before it dims and answer it with something as ordinary and as comforting as a good meal, a fortified breakfast, or a small daily supplement. Don't just live inside your body. Subscribe and learn to truly understand it.